you know, in Dana's case, I don't know if I'd do anything different. Like, he's like, what do you want me to do? I got into this.
Right.
And there was no one, it's not my job to create a union. That's on you guys. So I'm not saying Dana's a bad person.
No,
here.
totally.
And I might have ran it the same way. Like, if you guys want a union, yeah, do something about it. But I'm just going to keep making fucking money selling this thing $4 billion.
Yeah.
But now is the best time because as an army, as the masses, these UFC fighters, if they come together, it affects the TV rights. It affects the sale of the UFC because they got some making up to do. You see all these cuts they're doing because they're like, okay, we paid so much money for this. It might not be worth that much. We kind of fucked up. So we need to figure out how we're going to save money going forward. So you see all these cuts. You see they're taking away. UFC used to only so the Ultimate Fighter, their pay-per-views, they use their own in-house production company, which is expensive. Well, now they're relinquishing that. They're saying, all right, you guys can do it now because they want to save money. So now would be the time because you can affect that stuff. This is the key here. This is the key. WME IMG, who owns the UFC now, Ari Emanuel and Dana White, blah, blah, blah. In the ownership of the UFC is Conan O'Brien, Mark Wahlberg, artists.
Right.
Artists.
All
I
artists.
can't emphasize that enough.
Yeah.
Artists, entertainers.
Yeah.
UFC guys are entertainers.
Yeah.
How hard was it for Conan O'Brien or these other guys who own it to get to where they're at?
Right.
I guarantee you they are not aware of the treatment of the UFC fighters.
Right.
So if they're owners and someone can go to them and go, listen, you know that company you invested in, you love the UFC? Check this out. This guy, Pat Cummins, ranked number 13 in the world or whatever, he's homeless, man.
Yeah.
You sure you want to be part of that? And they're going to go, oh, my God, no, dude, I've scratched and clawed my way to get equal rights for artists.
Right.
We have to make this right. So those artists who are co-owners of the UFC, they're not familiar with what's going on.
Right.
So if you can get to them, it would go a long way.
Yeah. And it also
no one brings that up. No one brings that up. But as soon as I saw that Conan O'Brien, Mark Wahlberg, all these celebrities, Jimmy Kimmel, it's like, oh my God, hey guys, we're the same as you.
Right.
You know how you guys had to bust your ass
all
to
the
get
way.
equal
Jimmy Kimmel
rights.
used to have to wake up every day at like 4 a.m. to go do Kevin and Bean, go do voices on morning radio.
And he's one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
I love that guy. But I guarantee you, and I've met these guys, if someone knowledgeable sits down and goes, this is the treatment, and you're an owner, brother, would you accept that? Then go, oh my God, no, we got to make moves.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to get it done.
And it also makes me wonder if it could be, this union thing could end up, I mean, crazy thought, but who knows, being a super profitable thing for the UFC, because who knows how many of the smartest future best fighters that are 16, 17, 18, deciding whether they want to go play, I mean, super freaks with good brains.
They're going NFL, NBA right now.
Yeah. Why not? Go be a wide receiver.
I would never let my son fight.
Right.
With condition. Well, even if you had the skills, the juice just isn't worth the squeeze.
Would you let him play football?
I would, because there's compensation. It's not,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would, because there's a direct path to get to the NFL. Play Pop Warner, play in middle school, play in high school, do well there.
Right.
You get a scholarship to Division I school, do well there, become All-American. You get drafted in the first round. You get this huge lump sum of money, and then you're off to the races. Right. In the UFC, it's like if someone said, hey, man, what's the best way to go? I'm like, shit, man, I can tell you my route, but everyone comes from all different angles.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But that stuff, man, no one talks about it. So my example would be, just to break it down for the listeners who are like, so you tell the artists, think of the UFC as SeaWorld and think of all the fighters as Shamu. Remember when the Black Fish documentary came out and everyone went, oh my God, that's the way they treat Shamu?
Right.
Fuck SeaWorld.
Yep.
And their ratings went, yeah.
Yep.
And they're like, whoa, yeah, we don't fuck with Shamu anymore.
Yeah, no.
Check it out. Like videos of them petting Shamu.
Shamu's on a
feeding
leash
it
in the ocean.
Yeah. Like
we took Shamu for a walk today.
There we are. It's all good. My bad. And now they're actually getting rid of Shamu.
Right.
The UFC's SeaWorld, all the fighters Shamu.
Yeah.
And once you expose how bad they're treated, then you're going to get a change.
Interesting fact, Pat Cummins slept inside a closed SeaWorld last night. So it all comes together in the end.
Little fact, Pat Cummins actually works at SeaWorld.
He slept in he bathed in the Shamu tank.
Just to bring this full circle, he feeds the seals because he can't afford to not work.
I mean, it is amazing.
Interesting conversation, right?
Really, really, really interesting.
And anyone taking on those TV deals, or WME had no idea what they were getting themselves into, but those TV deals, they're like, Yeah, you want $450 million a year? Well, you guys need to figure this shit out. We're not doing anything, so it's going to incentivize them to get going.
Right. Yeah, something's about to happen. I'm excited to see what's next with the whole thing. Watching the landscape of that sport evolve and change continuously is one of the...
It's like if we're watching the NFL right now, we got leather helmets on.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, let's get going here, man.
Yeah.